As we journey from Revelation chapter 14, where we witness the Lamb on Mount Zion and the dramatic portrayal of the harvest, we transition into Revelation chapter 15. This chapter, although brief, is significant in the unfolding narrative of the end times, setting the stage for the final acts of God's judgment. Revelation chapter 15 begins with a stunning scene in heaven. 7 angels with the 7 last plagues, for in them the wrath of God is complete. This imagery is both solemn and awe-inspiring, emphasizing the seriousness of God's judgment and the completion of his divine plan. Before the angels emerge, however, we see something remarkable. A sea of glass mingled with fire, and those who have victory over the beast, over his image, and over his mark, standing on the sea of glass, holding harps of God. They sing the song of Moses, the servant of God, and the song of the Lamb, a song of deliverance and redemption, celebrating God's mighty acts and righteous judgments. The chapter describes the temple of the tabernacle of the testimony in heaven being opened, and the 7 angels coming out of the temple, clothed in pure, bright linen, with their chests girded with golden bands. This scene is rich in symbolism, reflecting the holiness and purity of God's dwelling place and the solemnity of the angels' task. One of the 4 living creatures gives the 7 angels 7 golden bowls full of the wrath of God, who lives forever and ever. The temple is then filled with smoke from the glory of God and from his power, and no one is able to enter the temple till the 7 plagues of the 7 angels are completed. The application of Revelation chapter 15 for our lives today can be seen in several key areas. Firstly, it reminds us of the holiness and righteousness of God. His judgments, though severe, are just and true. It calls us to a reverence for God, acknowledging his supreme authority and the rightness of his ways. Secondly, this chapter inspires us to remain faithful and victorious over the influences of evil, just as those standing on the sea of glass have overcome. It encourages us to persevere in our faith, holding fast to God's promises and living in a way that honors him. Finally, Revelation chapter 15, with its focus on the final judgments, serves as a reminder of the urgency of our mission to share the gospel. It underscores the reality of God's judgment and the importance of proclaiming the message of salvation through Jesus Christ. Revelation chapter 15, though brief, is a powerful chapter that underscores the holiness of God, the certainty of his judgments, and the victory of those who remain faithful to him. It challenges us to live with reverence for God, perseverance in faith, and urgency in our witness as we await the fulfillment of his divine plan.